Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cropper here. The Limerick packs laughs anatomical into space that is quite economical. But the good ones I've seen are so seldom clean, and the clean ones are so seldom comical. The Limericks are excellent, ladies and gentlemen. They're good to have up your sleeve for a down moment at a dinner party or something like that. Good conversation. And it's nice if you know 20 or 30 limericks so that you can have one when an occasion happens. Now when someone, for example, mentions Yale, you can say, there was a barmaid at Yale I heard about, if the conversation's appropriate. And you would tell them, on the chest of a barmaid at Yale were printed the prices of ale, and on her behind, for the sake of the blind, was the same information in Braille. So it's good to have some limericks. I'm going to go through some here with you. I do these when I do stand-up comedy, and they're mixed reactions, although the mix is about 80-20. Maybe 20% of people like them or are amused, and 80% of people are quite bored and don't want to concentrate through 5 whole lines. And here's a very frustrating thing that happens. You give the first 2 lines which rhyme, and people inevitably shout out a 3rd line which rhymes with the first 2, which is a conclusion, a conclusionary line, or just doesn't go anywhere, it gives you nothing. So people don't get the limerick. They don't get it. And that's okay. We're going to get it. There are clean limericks and there are dirty limericks. And then there are ones that fuzz the line, right? The barmaid at Yale fuzzes the line a little bit. Here's a clean one. There once was a girl named Bright. She could travel much faster than light. She departed one day in a relative way and returned on the previous night. Now, aside from being ridiculous, it talks about time travel, so that's all you need. Then here's one that could be borderline. We're not sure. There once was a guy named Paul who had a hexagonal ball. Its height plus its weight times its square root plus 8 was his phone number. Give him a call. We're not sure where the ball was. Then there's a cute one once in a while. There was a man from Peru whose limerick stopped at line 2. There was a man from Australia with his story I won't regale ya. Then once in a while you get something like, you get the Texaco gas station and you know that you can make a rhyme somewhere with it and it just keeps bothering you. Something about a guy who went to Texaco. Well, and then you realize Mexico. There was a man from Mexico, and he bought all his beans at Texaco. Just hear the screams and something, the dreams when he runs home and lets it go. And you work with sometimes a concept like that and try to get it. And there's a rough one that needs to be shaped up. There once was a man from Mexico who bought all his beans at Texaco. Let's see. There once was a driver named Hunt. Rest in peace, Christopher Hitchens. I got this from Old Hitch. There once was a driver named Hunt who was given an engine to shunt. He saw a runaway truck and by yelling out, "Duck!" saved the life of the fellow in front. Just when you thought that was going to go the wrong way. Now, there are ones that you can do clean and you can do dirty. There was the fellow from Devises, whose eyeballs were 2 different sizes. The left one was small and no good at all, but the right one was large and won prizes. Now, you can do that with his eyeballs or with other things. Here's an excellent one that is dirty, but then it is not dirty. It's not dirty at all. Watch this. There once was a girl from Madras who possessed a magnificent ass. Neither round nor pink, as some may think. It was gray, had long ears, and ate grass. That one is absolutely dirty until it's not. Oh boy, now we're going to do some dirty ones. Well, let's do a borderline. There was the girl from Bengal. She grew 6 inches too tall. So they cut off her legs and replaced them with pegs, and now she's a whore at the mall. Now I changed the last line of that to make it child-friendly. I said now she sweeps floors at the mall, so that kids can take part in that. Oh boy, you've heard about the girl from France? I'm sure this is from Christopher Hitchens, yeah. The girl from France boarded a bus in a trance. So the passengers fucked her. So did the conductor. The poor driver shot off in his pants. Now we are going to hear about the sisters Jill and Alice. There once was a girl named Jill who used a dynamite stick for a thrill. They found her vagina in North Carolina and bits of her tits in Brazil. And Jill had a sister named Alice who used a dynamite stick as a phallus. They found her vagina in South Carolina and her tits fell on Buckingham Palace. And then we have occasionally the religious ones. And there's a couple of religious ones I can't remember. They're too involved because they have so many religious words that I don't understand and don't know the meaning of. But here's one that's fun. It is said of the Bishop of Birmingham that he fucks little boys while confirming them. He lifts up his hassock, they kneel on their cassock, and he pumps his episcopal sperminum. Now, see, I don't know the word hassock and cassock, and I don't know which goes where, and I don't even know if I've got the words correct. So, they are what they are. And it's terrible because they're the rhyming words for those two lines. The Anglican Dean of Hong Kong had a thing that was 9 inches long. He thought that the waiters were admiring his gaiters when he went to the loo. He was wrong. Oh, let's see. Alright, let's see. Those were fun, weren't they? I'm trying to see if I have any more here. That might be just about all of them I have. No, I probably have more, but I don't have them on my notes here. I've lost my notes with the remainder. Well, that's fun, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? Listen to this video a few times and write down a couple key words from your limericks that you want to remember. Just glance at them once or twice a day and see if you can recite the limerick. And when you can't, go back and look it up. But like here, I just have Peru line 2. Hunt, shunt, devises, 2 sizes, barmaid ale. And I can remember most of the limericks from that. I've got one here that I can't remember. There was a bather whose clothes were strewed, leaving her exposed and quite nude. Along came a guy and something and and I don't remember the rest. So, oh, did I do the Russian Revolution? That'll finish us, ladies and gentlemen. There once was a bastard named Lenin who did 2 or 3 million men in. That's a lot to have done in. But where he did 1 in, that old bastard Stalin did 10 in. There you have Robert Conquest on the Russian Revolution in limerick form. Well, such as it is, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. Enjoy the limericks.